Hey, welcome to Sunshine Haze. I'm Aja A, and as you see tarot cards on your screen, that means it's time for another new moon reading. We are now in the lunar cycle of my sun and lunar sign, actually my sun and moon sign. We are in Cancer lunar season. We are actually still in Cancer solar season too. Ooh, and it's 5:55. Listen, okay. So already off bat, bunch of change and transformation coming in regards to healing of our inner selves and also on an ancestral karmic level. But if you guys want to know a little bit more about that, check out my video on the new moon in Cancer. This is just the tarot forecast for you. You're going to be seeing what's popping off for you guys during the lunar cycle in this sensitive water sign, in the crab sign. This is going to be my typical regular new moon spread, a little quick 5-card spread. As I said, this video is for the new moon in Cancer. This video is for Cancer, for my Cancer sisters and brothers, Cancer sun, Cancer moon, and Cancer rising. If you feel like what I'm saying in the video is not resonating with you, go on and check out your moon or rising sign. I do have a link down in the description box below to a playlist with all of those videos. I also have a link down there to that new moon in Cancer video as well, okay? So let's not even really waste that much time in the intro this time around, y'all. Let's go on and shuffle. As I said, 5-card spread. Gonna see what's gonna be popping off, what energies are coming in for us, Cancer, anything that may be crossing us for us during this lunar cycle in our sign. And then also, because we're talking about Cancer, gonna be looking at what needs to be nurtured in our lives. And then on another card, we're gonna be looking at where do we need to heal our emotions, what do we need to pay more attention to? And then, as always, a little soul message, a message for your higher self, a spirit message, however you want to take it, however you want to see it, however you want to receive it, I mean. All right, let's finish shuffling for you, for us. See what is in store for Cancer sun, Cancer moon, and Cancer rising for this lunar cycle in Cancer. And that is mid-June to mid-July. What is going to be going on for the crabs? And I apologize in advance, guys. I am doing these videos in my schools. There are these little like audio recording studios, but they're definitely not soundproof. So people just be in the hallways making noise, even though I be having signs on the door like recording, which you would think people would read and be like, oh, okay, let me shut the fuck up. But nope. But nope. Why would they do that? All right, what's in store for Cancer sun, Cancer moon, and Cancer rising for the Cancer lunar season? What is our all sensitive, intense water moon bringing about for us in the new lunar cycle? All right, let's cut the deck, and let's go on and cut the deck again. All righty, Cancer, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? Energy. Okay. Crossing energies. Ooh, that's interesting. Very interesting. I apologize. The lighting in here is also a little off as well. All right, what needs to be nurtured? Okay. And emotional healing. All right, this is am I gonna be able to read this? I am confused, y'all. Soul message. All right. Okay, y'all. I'm a little stumped. No, I'm not. I think I can interpret these messages. So the first card that we've got coming up in this spread is the Daughter of Swords. And in my deck, I have family cards in place of the court cards. So the Daughter of Swords is actually the Page of Swords. And the Page cards tend to carry the energy of a certain suit. So when we're talking about the Daughter of Swords, we're talking about the sword suit, which is connected to the air element. And here they go. Come on, y'all. Sorry, guys. And the air element is connected to everything that has to do with our mental, our perspective, our state of mind, our peace of mind, our headspace. The Daughter of Swords coming up in the position of the energy for this particular lunar cycle for us is saying that this moon being in our sign is going to bring about an energy to where we are in a place to where we are tapping into ourselves, taking the time to really take a step back and kind of observe and reevaluate things in our lives. So this is really this energy during this next month for us, Cancer, is going to be about figuring things out, looking at the way that we're doing things and the ways that we're interacting with other people, because we are talking about Cancer, looking at the ways in which, you know, our emotions are either consuming us or we're not tapping enough into them. You're getting this clarity, and we're under the Cancer moon, so we're going to be coming into a place of where we are gaining clarity, starting to gain clarity on the things that we are just truly invested in, on where we're putting our energies, on the things that, you know, are affecting us in the day-to-day. The Daughter of Swords is a card that points, you know, Cancers we are empaths, we tend to pick up other people's feelings, we tend to, you know, always want to help. And sometimes that can put us into a place to where, on top of our own emotions, which is already enough, we're taking on everybody else's, and that can cloud our own visions. That can cause a little bit of haziness for us in regards to the ways that we're trying to make moves and make it feel like we don't know what we're doing because we're thinking about everything else going on. So this card is just saying, like, you know, this moon, it is a water moon, it is the water element, that this lunar cycle for us is kind of gonna work in almost like a full moon. This is kind of a cleansing moon for us as well, because it's in our sign, it's our new beginning. So we're just gonna be gaining clarity. Things that are kind of covering up the things that we need to see are kind of gonna be washed out, and we're gonna be this Daughter of Swords during this particular lunar cycle. This is going to be us tapping into our own energy. Although this is the swords element, this is giving us the clarity to tap into our own energy and really figure out and learn how to work with it. Okay. The next card that we have coming up in this spread is the Daughter of Cups, and the Daughter of Cups in my deck is the Page of Cups. Again, it is a card that carries the energy of the suit, and this is the Cups suit, so this is connected to the water element. And so what this card is saying, this is you, this is us, Cancer. Sorry, y'all, let me see if I can like eyeball people and make them be quiet. Dude, I like don't want to yell out the window, but come on, y'all, there's a sign on my door that says I'm recording. Anyways, sorry, y'all. I'm trying to work on my moodiness and not just be cussing people out. My Mercury is in Leo too, so on top of being a moody ass Cancer, people be pissing me off. I be wanting to bite their heads off. So like, I'm trying to work on it, but I might have to yell some expletives out this door in a second. Anyways, so the Daughter of Cups coming up in this position is actually Cancer. This is you crossing your own clarity. So I have this issue, all my Cancer friends have this issue, all of my friends with a whole bunch of water in their charts have this issue. We resonate, we operate within our feelings. So anything that we do, anything that goes on, and we may be logical in our decisions, but anything that goes on, our initial reaction, what we take from it is emotional. We base things off of how we feel about them. So the energy that'll be crossing coming into this clarity for you, Cancer, is actually going to be us in our emotions, and it makes a whole bunch of sense. Because this is the Cancer moon. The moon is at home in the sign of Cancer, and y'all know yourselves. Y'all know, you know, sometimes it is very hard for us to come out of our heart chakras. We vibrate out of our heart chakras, and we need to operate a little bit more in our crown is what is going on during this lunar cycle, and we may have a hard time detaching ourselves from certain situations so that we can clearly observe them and get the information and gain the knowledge that we truly need to gain from them, okay? I'm trying to suppress it, but I can't, so I'ma just trap money Benny, ayy, and she got me in my feelings. Kiki, do you love me? Are you riding? Say you never ever leave. That's literally our feelings are gonna be crossing our mental. We're gonna have a hard time figuring things out, possibly have a little bit of difficulty coming to decisions or clearly observing things because we operate so much within our heart chakras. So just be mindful, Cancer. I know it's hard as a Cancer. I feel hypocritical even saying this. It is hard to just not operate within your feelings, but it's something that I'm learning. I don't have no air in my chart except for in my Saturn, so I'm trying to learn how to tap into this air energy myself for sure, because my Saturn return is in Aquarius and I'm trying to be prepared for that bad boy, because all my Saturn and Capricorn friends, y'all wilding the fuck out right now, and I'm just like, is that what a Saturn return does to you? Oh no. So try to tap into some air energy, Cancer, definitely, because you're supposed to be tapping into that air energy. And that's not to say stop being in your feelings, stop being the emotional Cancers that you are. Just understand that you cannot be consumed by our emotions, okay? So the next card that I have coming up in this spread is the Eight of Wands, and the Eight of Wands is coming up in the position of what needs to be nurtured. And so this is an interesting card coming up in this position. This is the Eight of Wands in the position of what needs to be nurtured, because the Eight of Wands is a card, I consider this kind of the baby tower card. Say sudden change, things shift for you very quickly when this card comes up, but not in as much of a chaotic way as the Tower brings things about. The Eight of Wands coming up in the position of what needs to be nurtured. I get two messages for this, and so the first message that I'm gonna say is things are changing for us, Cancer, and it makes a lot of sense because this is our lunar season, which means we just had our solar season, which means this is our new beginning. We all just had a birthday or are about to have a birthday. 26 gang. I'm getting up there, guys. We all just had birthdays, or we're all coming up on birthdays. This is our new year, okay? This card coming up in this position could be saying, Cancer, like something is about to change very quickly for you, and you need to focus more on. What I want to say is that because we're Cancers, we are empaths, we also have a little bit of that psychic, a little bit of that intuition. It's very heightened. So Cancer, you may know what's about to shift for you. You probably have a feeling, and you're probably right about the feeling, and I'm going to talk about this later. We got the Two of Pentacles in here, so something is about to change. Some shit's about to change very, and with the Eight of Wands, I don't want to say very drastically, but the shift is drastic. The actual action of the change may not be that intense, but what the change brings about changes your whole life, if that makes sense, with the Eight of Wands coming in. This is saying, Cancer, you need to put more energy into preparing yourself for the change, for whatever it may be. So whether that is your healing, whether that is your, actually you in the physical saving money, whether that is, having conversations that need to be had, or writing out a plan, or whatever you may need to do. This card, it could be coming in saying, Cancer, really focus on, during this next month, focus on preparing yourself for the changes that are about to come in for you. I had another message for that card, and what was it? When that happens, sometimes I be wanting to tell y'all everything, but sometimes when I forget the other thing that I want to say, it means that the message that I actually said is the one that needed to come out. So I'm going to go with something is about to shift, Cancer, and you've really got to prepare yourself. And I strongly feel like you know what's shifting. You can sense what's changing. You have the idea of, okay, I know this is about to change in my life, so you need to get prepared. And I strongly feel like, I don't know why I feel like this is like, not a get your shit together, but a have your shit together, so when it happens, you can hit the ground running, if that makes sense. So whatever you feel like is shifting, whether you feel like you're about to change careers, Two of Pentacles, or whether you feel like your money's about to change, or your whole complete situation is about to change, you know what, the Eight of Wands coming up with the Two of Pentacles actually carries Tower energy. Like those two cards combined actually gives me the Tower card. So some shit's about to flip for us, and in a positive way. I get positive vibes from this reading. I don't get anything crazy. And going back to that Daughter of Swords, you know what? Okay, so you've got to come out of your feelings, Cancer. We got to kind of try and operate out of our heart chakras and in our crown chakras so that we can be prepared. I think that's what this nurture this so that you can prepare for this. You know, keep your emotions, keep that sensitivity, but you gotta have that mental clarity, and just being confirmed coming up on the other side. So something is about to change, Cancer, and it makes a lot of sense. This is a new year for us, so really we're just coming into a new cycle for everybody. All of us are going into new cycles, okay? Coming up in the next position is the Father of Swords, and the Father of Swords is in the position of our emotional healing. And so this is very interesting because this is, again, coming up with another air card, which I said all about headspace, not too much about emotions. And when this card comes up, this card points to somebody being able to detach themselves from their emotional investments or their emotional connections to certain people in certain situations. So although this is coming up in the emotional healing position, what I think this card is saying is, okay, Cancer, there are some things that you do need to heal emotionally, but you cannot emotionally heal things while you are still allowing yourself to be affected intensely behind the emotions that you're trying to heal, if that makes sense. So this card is saying, Cancer, it's really time to tap out of the Cancer, like this. And I've been noticing this myself. Everybody's been tripping, and I've actually been chilling during this Cancer moon, and I've been like, what's going on? So I think that energy may be lended to us. So I think we may not have a lot to worry about in regards to being super in our feelings, but if you're not aware, you may fall victim to what is the many moods, and the many emotions of the Cancer new moon and the Cancer lunar cycle. So yeah, Cancer, figure out how to heal yourself, find yourself some zen without still being emotionally attached to the things that you're trying to heal. What a message I would say for this, for those of you that know about it, this may be a good time to do some cord cutting. And what I would like to say is that cord cutting is not necessarily cutting a person out of your life. You could be cutting the negative cords that you have with them in order to improve your relationship with them. Cord cutting could be trying to cut out relationships in your life. I also do cord cutting with situations and places. Just removing the dense energy and the negative attachments that I have to people and places. And then also when you cord cut, it is very important to do your research and figure out exactly how you want to, and then also protect yourself beforehand. I just read something the other day that says drink a lot of water before you do cord cutting. There are physical things that can come from it. Whenever I do cord cutting, I always get really sleepy and I end up just going to bed. But I do have friends that end up, having this shit, or end up burping a lot, or end up, like feeling like they got to throw up. And it just depends on how dense the energy is that you're trying to move, and it is removing energy that wants to stay connected to your light that you no longer want there, and you're trying to clear that out. So just be mindful of that. But Father of Swords coming up is one of the cards that's saying, okay, listen, you may need to cut some things out. Might need to, it's the mature version of the Son of Swords, which, and if you guys watch my videos, that is my card for, okay, you got to come in and snip. This is, like I said, just a more mature version. So detach yourself in a way that you are still able to actively work through the things that you need to heal, but also understand that you have to detach yourself emotionally so that you can tap into this energy, this Daughter of Swords energy, Father of Swords energy, so that you can prepare for whatever the Eight of Wands is coming in for you, Cancer, okay? Now, the last card that I have, threw that down like I was done talking to y'all. The last card that I have in this spread coming up is the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles, y'all know when I see Pentacles cards, I get happy. Why? Because money. Anytime I see the Pentacles cards, all I think about is money. The Two of Pentacles is one of my, I wouldn't call it like my favorite card, but it is one of the good cards that comes up when it comes up in reading. So when this card comes up, it points to coming into a place of balance and things changing, inevitably changing for you. You've got the Eight of Wands and you've got the Two of Pentacles, and that gives you that Tower energy kind of. But this just says, like, Cancer, new cycles are happening, things are coming in, and they're happening whether you want them to or not. But from this spread, it's looking like this is good stuff coming in. You just may have a little bit of dense energy that you need to be mindful of, to not hang on to and to not operate within or out of, okay? Because this too is a Pentacles card, we're talking about the earth element, which has to do with money and our foundations, finances, foundations, sometimes family, sometimes friends, it depends, relationships and stuff. But this card coming up is coming up in your soul position. So this is just saying, like, Cancer, all of this work that is going to be going on under the surface for you during this month is happening because something has to shift for you. Something has to change for you. And what I will say, Cancer, is, as I've been reading for a lot of people, that we have to have a little bit of patience. Things do not happen overnight, especially when it comes to healing ourselves on a deeper level in order to do the things that we need to do. Slow and steady wins the race. That's something that I've had to tell myself, and they're trying to embed in my own brain, like, things happen when they're supposed to. So just be mindful that there is change coming in for you. It is positive change. It's probably in regards to your money, in regards to where you're living, in regards to your career. Something is changing. It's supposed to change for you. Divine timing. It's supposed to change for you. You just got a little bit of work to do before you can get to that point. But it's looking good for us, Cancer. So, I hope that when I tell y'all I pulled out the 9 of Wands and the 9 of Cups, keep the faith, stay on the road, whatever that, I know detaching from our emotions is going to be a little difficult, so tap into some 9 of Wands energy. Keep the faith. You're almost there, almost to enlightenment, almost there to feeling fulfilled, okay, Cancer? Hell yeah. Ooh, and there's the Wheel of Fortune. Things are changing. Something is about to shift and change for you. The cycles are turning, and it's supposed to. Just be patient. Just understand that it is coming, okay? All right, Cancer, I hope that those cards provide you with a little bit of insight, a little bit of, some information to help you get through this lunar cycle in Cancer. I don't know if it's been affecting you. I haven't really been feeling the emotions, but I know a lot of people have, so, I do hope that this spread can help you out, brings you some insight. Like I said, if you feel like you want a little bit more of an in-depth reading, please feel free to shoot me an email, book a reading with me through my Etsy. I prefer if you book them through my Etsy account. You can also contact me on Instantgo. If you like the video, go on and hit that little thumbs up button. If you're still listening to me, I'm hoping you like the video, because there ain't no way my ass is sitting through 22 minutes of some shit I don't like. So go on and hit that thumbs up video for me. If you got any Cancer friends, or any of your friends that's cross-watching for their Cancer booze, go on and send this video to them. You guys actually share my videos a lot, and that's how I gain a lot of growth on my channel. So I do appreciate you guys for that. What else? What did I miss? If you have any questions or comments, feel free to drop them down below. It takes me like 1 or 2 days to respond. I try to respond to everybody. And yeah, I think I plugged all the videos that I want you guys to watch in the beginning. You know what, maybe I didn't. Check out that New Moon in Cancer video. I've got Summer Solstice Tarot readings up as well, a little bonus for you guys. And then we've got hella retrogrades going on right now, so I've got retrograde videos up as well. And I'm going to link all of that down in the description box for you guys. So just click all the links. Just click all the links. All right, Cancer, thank you guys so much for tuning. If you haven't already, hit subscribe so you can keep up when I put out my free tarot readings. Yeah, now I think that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see y'all next time.